can't sell your property to Jen Sidwell, Sonny. You just can't do that.
I'm still considering the options, but selling could solve both our problems.
No, he's a horrible man. You know, he held my son captive. He practically killed him. You can't give this man what he wants.
You know, Laura, sometimes you can't look at this like a mother. You have to see the bigger picture.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't trust Sidwell either. But sometimes it's worth making a deal with the devil.
You haven't listened to...
Sidwell's willing to pay a lot of money for my waterfront property.
I'm sure he is.
And I stand to benefit, and so do you. Have a seat. Sidwell takes my property, Measure C becomes a non-issue. You're free of me, and as far as your term, it's all clear.
I don't want to be free of you, Sonny. You're family to me.
I mean politically, because we both know that politically I'm a burden to you.
One, I am more than willing to carry, and I am strong enough and tough enough to do it.
No doubt.
I don't want Sidwell to be able to build a power base here in Port Charles. And frankly, I'm kind of surprised that you would allow him to, even if it is for a big sum of money.
It's not about the money, Laura.
No, I guess it isn't. Well, if you are willing to sell your property, then that can really only mean one thing. You're planning your exit strategy. I'm not necessarily...
Given everything that's happened recently, I thought it was time for me to step back from the business and just concentrate solely on my family.
I'm really glad to hear you say that, Sonny. But do guys in your line of work get to retire? I mean, there's not going to be a gold watch and a warm send-off, right?
Well, it's going to be tricky. I'm not leaving Port Charles, so I'm going to have a target on my back.
So you won't go to your home in Puerto Rico?
My family's here. I'm not leaving, so I'm going to have some security, right?
Yeah.
But I just think it's time for me to have a fresh start.
I don't want to be the one to begrudge you that fresh start. But I do have to think about what your retirement would mean to the city of Port Charles, especially if you're going to hand over your territory to Jen Sidwell.
Well, he claims to be legit.
You don't believe that any more than I do.
Well, let's just say this. If Sidwell plans to come here and do illegal stuff, you're going to keep an eye on him, you and the PCPD, like you have me for years. Plus, you got the WSB here.
Who don't have your influence.
If I sell to Sidwell, the transition's going to be peaceful from one power to another power. And it's going to prevent wars.
But the problem is you're selling to a very dangerous man, Sonny. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm really concerned about what Sidwell is planning to do here in Port Charles.